Good people. I'm only going to be up here for a few minutes. I wanted to try to come on and see if I could make it happen while I was in another country. I know the link wasn't really shared, but uh, if you follow and subscribe to the channel, then you would be able to see the notifications. I see Miss Evangelist, the scribe, Terica Bell. Yep. So we'll wait a few minutes, see if some other people come on. Definitely not going to be on here long. I'm kind of amazed that it worked. Been having a lot of stability issues with, excuse me, with the Wi-Fi, and so um, not able to always access it. Excuse me. Yeah, access it. Excuse me. So I'm going to cut my sound down. Um, and see if anybody else just kind of jumps on. Um, Man, very interesting. Welcome to TNT, the latest edition of TNT. I'm not Pastor Joe, but I'm booming anyway, like him. This edition of TNT. And if you're in the chat, you can boom in. And I'm not going to be up here long, like I said before. Um, I'm just going to, I was excited to try to make it happen. I see more people coming online. So I am in Seve, um, which is in Togo, right outside of Lomé, and in the hotel room now. And it's very interesting. It's been an interesting journey to be here. So much going on. And yeah, I've been some ministry work. Video is buffering. Yep, it is. The oh, you can't hear me. Hmm. Yeah, so with that, apologies. Because I can't really control that. I tried to. make sure that I got on. Let me see. All right, good. Um, yeah, I was saying I'm making the best do of the light that I have in the room, and that I'm in Seve, Togo, and did some ministry work, yes, and I did a few other things. Uh, Not anything really spectacular. I guess it is spectacular to some. I'm here. Uh, Went to the Cape Coast Castle, which is featured. It was featured in the film Amistad, and they have the door of no return. And in this door of no return, they were holding cells, and then they would herd these captive Africans to in this corridor and down this long place, and then they would go out of the door of no return, appropriately named, and go onto a ship. It would lead right out to the beach front, right onto a ship. So of course they would get on the ship and never return there. And I went there and took some pictures and video as much as I could. My phone broke on like the second day that I was here, third day, and been here a week, and I'll be here another week, and just been very interesting. So those of that supported me, thank you. Those that been praying, thank you for that support. Um, and again, like I said before, I won't be up here long, but just trying to afford you all an opportunity to see me that I'm okay. Got a haircut, and yes, I know it looks different. Got a haircut. I'm gonna go get it edged back up. This looks interesting. The haircut in America, they go anywhere from $30 to $100, especially if you get extra things like a razor or like you know things done. It cost 84 cents. The haircut cost 84 cents. So we all the fellas, men, went down to get a haircut because there's a man there working in a shop teaching some young boys who have foregone school, traditional school, to learn this trade. And they're taking it very, very seriously. They stand around and watch him cut the hair. And uh, it is very extremely poor here. And so when the first guy, our first brother, Melvin Whitehead, got his hair cut, got a bald head, they did it all good and everything, and came back and was telling us. And I said, I'll go and try to, help these guys minister. And then, but it'll work if you carry me so they can see that you were pleased with their work and you bought someone else. And so we went down there and I got a haircut. And then the next guy and the next guy, Um, and it was so cool because we got haircuts and then tipped the young boys uh, for putting the powder on, for putting the alcohol on, for putting the capes on, and just being present and invested. It's a great ministry moment for Black men, us, and for them. And yeah, there've been things like that going on. But the haircut cost 84 cents. I just want to like press that to you guys. Um, I've been making notes called in the phone called African Reflections, and I started just kind of writing my perspectives and thoughts. And it's been interesting to look at back at it, you know, every day and seeing my perspectives grow. And uh, some things are galvanized day to day, and other things are um, kind of modified. So, yeah, that's about it. Um, Several things that this country needs. I went to church Sunday. Sunday was great. We went to church, and the worship is different. We did a TNT. Those guys of you who are regulars know. We did a TNT called, I named it a few weeks ago, Giving on Empty. And everyone here gives on empty. And what is perceived as being empty. And they just keep going. And one particular thing that's been realized here is that uh, they have a different joy that is not wavering. Or we did another TNT, so you can run this back, called Happiness versus Joy. And we resolved that happiness was circumstantial or connected to circumstances. It ebbs and flows, kind of wavers along with circumstances as circumstances and things happen. But joy is a foundational thing and is not moved or swayed so easily by circumstances or things happening. And these people here in this country, in this land, in this culture have a different joy. Yeah. And peace. And man, that's been so rich. It makes me want to stay longer or just stay because that's what's one of the things that's been missing. My phone can't ring all the time. So the level of inaccessibility that I have is very good, bringing me some happiness and some joy. Uh, just realizing that is interesting to me. Um, I wrote one of my notes that there's an unspeakable joy that is resounding throughout the region, a peace that is content with whatever the day brings. And yeah, these people wake up and they are present in the moment, which is something I talk about all the time. That we spend the least amount of our time in the present because we're concerned or focused more than we should be on the past, which has already happened and cannot be changed. And we should reference it, yes, but we shouldn't spend our time there or our focus. Or we do the flip side of the same coin and spend too much time pondering the future, which hasn't happened. It's an unknown, and we uh, can't control it. And here, um, time is different. It's just present because whatever you're doing now is to survive now, to eat, sustain your life now. Everybody is in hustle mode, ownership mode, and selling something, working a deal, doing something. Most of my life. magnified here while I'm here. I can see that we do that too much in our culture, um, which we don't have faith implemented enough. Faith in our gifts, faith in what God has given us, faith in what God will do, faith in his ability, faith in his ableness, faith in his godness, his blessedness, his righteousness, his consistent love. Um, we're so quick to cancel people if they make a mistake, if they fall short of what we think is uh, the barometer. We're very judgmental. We do that a lot. And then turn around and petition the Creator for grace and or mercy when we are in need of so much more than we are willing to give to others. Man, just wow. We were eating at the doctor's house and he had workers there. There are girls that come to the table. Everyone has assignments. And before we're eating, uh, they bring soap. One girl has soap and the rinse water in a kind of pitcher, and the other young lady has a basin, a bowl of water. And so you take the powdered soap and put it in your hand and hold it over the basin, and the girl pours the water over it, and you wash your hands. But they wash your hands at the table for you or with you, and and then give you something to dry. I mean, it's very the hospitality and the humility and the heart with which they serve is immeasurable. And the little girls are little girls, the little boys are little boys, and not Americanized, hypersexualized. They are innocent, and they're respectful, man. And they do chores, they do the work, they do what's asked of them. There's no rebuttals, and wow, everyone knows their place. Yeah, and there are no women loud talking men, and there aren't men that I've seen, you know, lording over the women or bashing them. None of that. There's an order. Good God, order that is not fueled by emotionalism, and that's so beautiful. I've cried some days, a lot of days, most days, and when I didn't cry, I felt like it. It's just so um, moving, heavy, overwhelming. Um, very few phones here uh, that are out. I haven't seen the TV on since I've been here, which is great. The distractions are minimal. Um, yeah, I got held up at the border going to Ghana, and that was interesting. I'll tell that story another time. Um, but it wasn't really scary, but it was tense for a little bit, and I was separated from everyone else. So I'll tell you all about that another time. But yeah, God's favor is with us and upon me, and I'm uh, grateful for that. And I will keep you all informed. Man, it's been over 20 minutes already, but I'm going to get off of here. I love you guys. Pray for me, continued prayers. Thank you again for those who have poured into this trip, the missions of it, of which I now see I was a part of the missions journey with assisting and with being poured into. So thank you for that, and God be praised. Yes, uh, I did sing a little bit at church Sunday, and will be asked again. They kind of told me I was surprised last Sunday, um, and I probably will sing again this Sunday. So I didn't know what to sing. They sang all my songs that I was uh, that I was gonna sing, and so yeah. Next week, I guess, share this video with people. And I said I was going to take a day or two off and just be off from everything when I get back in the States so that I can kind of go easily back into this and definitely feel different perspectives. Um, I think I'm going to be moving different. I've been putting up a couple of interesting posts when I get the Wi-Fi. You can go back and see those at Lamellism or My Mic Time, and on Instagram. Yeah, like one was very interesting. The people here, some people here saw it, saying that people know your worth. They just hope that you don't. And it's a true statement. Yeah, and don't be too scared uh, to turn the page. I think I said something like that. You might like your new story better, or change the book. Yeah, yeah, you can go back and run it back. But those things were hopefully blessing people. And usually I get inspired from listening to someone's conversation. And if I don't say something directly to them, then it'll just weigh on me. So I have to make a post. Or I will say something, God will deposit something, and then I say it, and that becomes the post. So usually they happen like that in real time. Um, all right, that's it. Thank you for listening. I did not intend to talk this long. Um, so yeah, thank God will be also preparing me for some sort of like, I don't know, podcast situation. We'll see how that goes. I will say this last thing. So, because since we only got a couple of people, I'm not telling the world, even though we always had a lot of people come back and look at it. I, with the time, having this time to be peaceful and quiet and not distracted, not as distracted. My phone still rings, and when it's on Wi-Fi. Um, but I committed with another young man here that was here. He left already. To he was saying that he was writing a book about manifesting and the power to manifest, like speak things existence. I was telling him, hey, we do that on TNT. We talk about that, but we made a commitment to each other and about writing. And I told him I had a couple of books I wanted to write, so I started writing a book. And so God has to give me strength because when I leave this place, I need my time to still be able to be towards that. So I'm going to be working on how to make that happen. Yeah, so many distractions. They're just so clear when I'm over here. How distracted have been, or how many directions being pulled in at the same time, you know. Uh, yeah, we always say back to you didn't know. You don't have to know how to do everything. You just got to know how to get everything done. And I've subscribed to that. I always say it and stuff. I believe that, and I still have a degree of belief in that. But it's not everything. It's things. You know, you don't have to know how to do everything, but you have to know how to get things done. If you are getting everything done, where's God in the equation? And we must be able to acknowledge or say in that the part of the everything is our submission and yielding to God, who can do all things. So that's all. I'll leave you with that. Uh, yeah, that just makes sense to me. You know, I hope that it blessed someone. Yeah, most times I talk myself out of sharing. I don't think people really want to hear it. It sounds good in my head, but then I'm like, well, they don't really want to hear what I'm saying. But then I get regularly like 18, 20,000, 30,000 likes on something. Like, wow. So I do know people are trolling or just kind of watching in the shadows. And I know that people are hungry for something. So just again, pray for me. I want God to superimpose in me, endow me with those things for the people to say to them, whatever that is. I don't know. And move me out of the way and so that they can see clearly the most high. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm not sure who this person is. Strawmer, but uh hello. Okay. All right. So thank you all for listening. Run it back. Tell somebody. Text somebody. Tweet somebody. Tell them TNT is on and booming. And yeah, I hope I didn't bore you all too much, but I did want to try to come up here. Pastor Joe is in Memphis, and he is on his watch right now in Memphis. Um, um, and yeah, his phone is kind of dead. I've been trying to reach him, but then it went black here. We had a blackout. It was completely dark, like this whole city, like crazy. It happens from time to time. So yeah, this trip isn't for the faint of heart. Um, but it definitely was purposed for me. So he moved the mountains for me to be here, and I'm seeing and receiving those things as to why. And I'm not sure how much I'll talk more about being here, but I have pictures and videos, and I'll post some things. Yeah, everything doesn't have to always be said. Yeah, First Thessalonians 4:11 that we say all the time, and that ye study to be quiet. Don't just be quiet, study to do it. When you're studying something, you intend to master it. You intend to, uh, at the very least, become better at the thing, to learn it. And that you study to be quiet and to do your own business, man, and to do the work of your own hand as we have commanded you. Then can you walk, verse 12, can you walk honestly towards them who are without, right? And also lack nothing. So you can get what you need by doing these things and represent the Most High in a sincere and earnest and honest way to everyone else you encounter. All right. I guess 30 minutes is enough. I didn't realize I would be up here this long. Thank you for listening. I love you all. God bless you real, 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 real good. Um, remember to worship. Remember to do that. Keep worship on your heart always. Always keep him on your mind. Yeah. Always remember Jesus. Jesus. Always remember Jesus. Mm, Jesus. Always keep him on your mind. All right. Keep him on your mind. Peace.